Action! What's up? What's up? John Melton coming to you live with MyLifestyleAcademy.com, where we help network marketers just like you go from average to savage. So I've been in network marketing now 20 years. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I can tell you what it takes to be successful and really what it takes to fail, because I failed my way to the top. How many of you can relate to this conversation, right? I failed my way to the top. I learned more from my mistakes and my failure than I did from my successes and all the yeses, right? The people joining my team, you know, the growth and momentum that we've created. I've actually learned more from the lack thereof. So if you're new to my page, drop the word new in the comments. If you're hopping on live, well, what's up, y'all? If you're watching the replay, let me know what time you're watching the replay because I'm curious. But yes, today, we're going to talk about the 6 reasons people fail in network marketing, MLM, direct sales, social retail, whatever you want to call it. And I think this is going to be beneficial because it's going to be some mindset, some skill sets, some things that I think you can do to improve your results so you can start rank advancing, so you can start profiting in your business. And some of these mistakes that I've made over the years, right? And one of the things I want to share with you, and this is just my opinion, something that I think we can all do a better job of, is how we promote social networking, network marketing, how we promote direct sales, how we promote our business. This is not easy. And sometimes we try to make it sound easy because we think that will entice more people to join us. We want to position it as, you know, get rich quick or you're going to make a lot of money. And by the way, I know some of you have made a lot of money fast. Let me know in the comments, how much money did you make your first year? Because I can tell you, I spent more than I made in my first 12 months in the profession. In fact, I would say the first 2.5 years, I spent more money than I made. But that was like my investment in my future and into my education and into my success today. Like I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't make those deposits into my future bank account. Does that make sense? In those early years. But I am curious, how many of you made really good money right out of the gate? How many of you had a lot of success in a short period of time? Let me know. Gail, thanks for sharing with your team. Kelly, thanks for tagging some people. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my best to remember this, so don't let me forget. But if I do forget, I'll just do it after the video's over. But I'm going to give away one free coaching call from today's broadcast. So for those of you that are sharing, that are engaging, you stay until the end. I'm going to give away one coaching call. And I think that would be valuable for you since I've made over $10 million in the last 5 years. I think you could benefit from some of the information in my dome that I could then exchange into your dome and give you a personal 15-minute coaching call. So stay until the end. Make sure you're sharing and you're engaging. And I'm just going to randomly give away some 90-day trackers for those of you that want to go on a 90-day run. Let me know in the comments if you're ready to go on a 90-day run, or maybe you want to win some cash. I'll let you choose cash or 90-day tracker. So I'll randomly pick some winners. Those of you that are sharing, engaging, smash that heart button if you're fired up. But let's not position this, what we do, as easy. Let's position it as worth it. Because would we agree that it doesn't matter if you get rich quick? It doesn't matter if you make a lot of money fast, although it's nice when you do, right? We're still going to edify those people. We're still going to promote those people. Don't feel guilty if you had fast success, but I would assume if you made a lot of money fast, it's because you had some influence. It's because you had some experience. People knew you. People liked you. Maybe you'd successfully built other businesses or you've built up a great reputation. But the truth is, most of us don't have a lot of influence. Most of us getting started are going to probably spend more money than we make, truth be told. We're probably going to struggle in those early days. And actually, I forgot I was going to share this. But I think it's very normal. It's very normal for people to get easily discouraged and they get comparaitis trying to compare their results to someone else that's simply more influential, more talented, has a bigger network. And oftentimes it's not just that, it's just that this person has worked their business harder than you. They've done more videos than you. They've had more awkward conversations than you. They've read more books than you. You know, I was interviewing Brandon Forbes. I think that was last week. How many of you loved Brandon's stories and his insight? I mean, he's just super, super sharp. But it's very obvious why Brandon was successful and made 6 figures his first year in network marketing. He read a ton of books. I think he said he read like, what was it, like 50 books in his first like couple years in network marketing. So of course he made more money in a shorter period of time than the average person getting started that is just winging it, right? How many of us are guilty of this? When you first got started, you were just kind of like haphazardly throwing out posts, saying whatever came out of your mouth to people. You weren't using the scripts. You weren't using the system, right? In fact, let me get into this because this is some of the content that I put together on why people fail, why people crash and burn, and quite honestly, why people get burnt out and they have this negative connotation with network marketing. Like even, interviewing Michelle Barnes yesterday, it was funny because she made over 100,000 her first year, but she's like, my net profit? I don't know if that existed because of the amount of money I spent or invested into myself, into going to seminars, going to the events, buying products, running ads, like all these expenses to run her business. And the truth is today, you have access to social media. You have access to information for free. In fact, that's one of the things we've been talking about a lot recently is that people simply get overwhelmed. They get distracted easily. They're trying to bite off more than they can chew. And you get people that join, and if they don't get results in their first 7 days, their first 30 days, they get discouraged so easily. And it's like, dude, you're building this for long-term residual income. Who gives a rat's ass what you made your first 30, 60, 90 days? Who cares? Do you think I care today? Making millions of dollars, over $10 million in the last 5 years. Do you think I care right now what I made my first year, my first 5 years, the fact that it took me 7 years to fire my boss? Do you think I care today that it took me 7 years to fire my boss and become a full-time network marketer? Do you think I care right now today in this very moment that it took me 16 years to become a seven-figure earner? Obviously, I don't care. Obviously, I don't care. Now, at the time I cared. At the time I was frustrated. At the time I was discouraged. But I had to learn to discipline my disappointments. And I don't care if you're selling makeup or jewelry or liquid collagen. I don't care. It doesn't matter what you're selling. All right. That's the product that you represent. That's the brand. That's the company you represent. But everywhere you go, there you are. And you are the variable, meaning the product is the same for everybody. They don't say, well, wait a second, you don't have a degree in nutrition, so you're not allowed to sell our nutritional supplements. Does any company ever say that? Does a company say, oh, well, you have to have a certain amount of followers if you want to sell our product? If you want to sell our weight loss, you have to actually lose weight first. No, there's no prerequisite. They don't ask you for your resume. They don't ask you for your professional background. Quite honestly, you could be from Yale or jail. They don't really care. Now, they probably should have a little bit of a screening process and not have criminals, but does this make sense? Like, it is the only profession where literally anyone from any background, as long as you're over the age of 18 and you live in a country that your company does business in legally, like you can join, you can start a business. You can get involved in direct sales, network marketing, MLM, whatever you want to call it, social retail, as we call it in my company. The point is, the comp plan's the same. The tools, the resources, everything is the same. The variable is you. All right. So anyway, let me get into it. So number one, most people fail in network marketing because the truth is they never go all in. They don't have the belief in themselves, the belief in the company, the belief in the products. Like they really struggle with confidence. But you know what? Most of us don't have confidence getting started. I certainly didn't. I had a deep fear of public speaking, a deep fear. Now, I didn't tell people that. I just said, no, I'm not going to talk in front of the room. No, I'm going to be a body dragger. I'm going to bring people to the meeting, but don't you dare put me in front of the room. Don't you dare put me in front of these people. I'm not talking. No. Like I will invite people to the meeting. That's all you told me I had to do, right? In today's day and age, it's like all you got to do is ATM your face off, right? But it's like, back then, dude, I was so afraid of public speaking. I didn't want to put myself up there. How did I build up the confidence? It was through courage. I didn't just like read books and go, all right, I'm confident. No. You know how I built up the confidence? Through taking action, through courageous activity, meaning I would sit down and do one-on-one presentations with people. And I would just go through the information, and I built up competence. I built up like a little bit of a kind of a rhythm to it, right? So I kind of knew what I was going to say, and I had my punchlines and my jokes, and I knew how to explain everything. And I would, first I would just start off like reading the boxes, right? We had these 10 boxes on a sheet of paper, and I would just read the boxes, and then I would eventually start adding my own flair. You know what I'm saying? I would add my own little perspective, like a little bullet point that I would add to each one of the boxes. And over time, I would speak in front of 2 people or 5 people and then 10 people and then 100 people and then 1,000 people. And then all of a sudden the fear was gone. So it was me taking action in those early days, building up the confidence, building up the belief through the activity. So most people that get started, they never go all in. Like I said, they they give it the old college try. Like, I'll try it out. And they basically have this like until mentality. I'll do it until 30 days is up, or I'll do it until it's, too hard, or I'll do it until I put in about 100 hours. And if I'm not making money after 100 hours, like, I'm just going to quit. And you have to have the mindset of, I'm going to do it until I win. I'm going to do it until I'm successful. Like, I'm going to do it irregardless of my results in my first 30, 60, 90 days, my first year, my first 2 years. Because again, who cares? Who cares how little you make in the first 12 months or the first 24 months? Now, I know some of you are like, hey, I made a lot of money my first year, but that's not normal. That's not normal. And most of it is because people just don't take consistent action. They don't go all in. They don't build up the belief. They don't have the courage to put themselves out there, because most people are embarrassed to start small. That's the truth, right? So that's one major reason people fail. They simply don't take enough action to create the results and the life, by the way, that they desire. It's interesting. As much as I love making money, it's not the money that motivates me. How many of us can relate to this conversation? It's the freedom. Drop hashtag freedom motivated if you're like me. What's up, Natalie? Gail, how's it going? Pam says, I'm new and I'm planting seeds. The best is yet to come. Exactly. The best is yet to come. I love it, Pam. And that's the truth, right? The truth is, everything you're doing today, you're making deposits in your future bank account. If you want an MBA, a massive bank account, you have to realize it's going to take time. But the good news is, you only have to get rich once. For some of you, maybe twice, because you may get rich and you blow all your money and you got to do it again. But the good news is, you only have to do it once. So you do it until you win. You do it until you succeed. You don't do it until it's hard. You don't do it until your friends and family make fun of you. You do it until you get to the top of Success Mountain, and you just keep going, and you just keep chipping away, and you do the do. And again, it's not just the money, it's the freedom. It's the freedom, y'all. That's what motivates me. That's why I didn't care. Even though I did care, of course, at the time when my last company got shut down, or when I got sued for $2.5 million, or when I had my number one income earner on my team get terminated for doing like really shady things and bad things. And, like all these things that happened, it sucked. But I'm like, what else am I going to do? Like, this is just the deal. Look, you can't have the glory without the story. You can't have a testimonial if you're never tested. You've heard me say this a bajillion times. Number 2, they're not coachable. They're simply not coachable. They're reinventing the wheel. They're winging it. They're doing it their own way. I'm not using those scripts. That's not how I talk. Well, okay, but would you agree that if there's millionaires that are creating these scripts and these tools, and they're creating these systems, there's millionaires that have created the system. System stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. They're trying to save you time and save you energy and save you money. That's why the scripts are in place. That's why the system is in place. Like in our team, we sign up people all the time. We've signed up probably, 500 to 900 people a month on average, people that join the team. And there's some people that won't even go through guide number 1 and print off the documents. They won't even watch the first 2 or 3 trainings just to understand how to launch their business and how to approach people. Because although it's easy to go through the videos, it's easy to print the documents, it's easier not to. It's easier just to wing it. It's easier just to say whatever comes out of your mouth. And unfortunately, unless you're already a millionaire, and even if you are a millionaire and you get involved in network marketing, right? Let's say you recruit someone that's a millionaire in traditional business. That doesn't make them an expert. in this new venture, in this new company, this new opportunity. So you're going to have to unlearn some things if you've had success or you failed. Like I had to unlearn some things because I was always taught, as an example, when I was in a service-based company, that you don't want to sell products because products don't have long-term residual income and people won't buy products forever. And like, I was like brainwashed to believe that services was the only way to get rich and make residual income. I was also brainwashed to believe that social media wasn't duplicatable. Like there was all these things that I had to unlearn, right? The way I approached people, I had to unlearn a lot of things. So some people just get involved, and because they have a certain personality or they have a certain background, or maybe they're just, quite honestly, they're lazy or whatever it is. Maybe they're getting bad direction from the person that brought them in. That can happen too, right? You bring in someone that brings in someone that brings in someone. It's like the whisper down the lane effect. And this fifth person that gets involved doesn't even know there's training, doesn't even know there's scripts. So the challenge is when you bring people in that are uncoachable, or if, how many of us, we weren't uncoachable, we were just uncontrollable, right? We don't like being told what to do. We want to do things our way. But unfortunately, even if you successfully do things the wrong way, the problem is what you do duplicates. So if you're teaching people how to do what you're doing and you're doing it the wrong way, then they're going to do it the wrong way and everybody's kind of winging it, and you're never going to create true momentum and duplication. You're never going to create the freedom that you're looking for, because if you want freedom, you need independence. You need people on your team that are getting customers, they're recruiting, they're building their businesses independent of you. They're not dependent on you, they're independent of you. That's why there's systems in place. That's why there's tools and resources. Even if I could explain my business to someone and sign them up, the problem is they can't do what I'm doing. That's why I use the videos and the tools. Plus, would you agree that most people are visual? Most people need to hear things more than one time. So that's why we're very systematic, so that if someone's like, what are referral posts? We have a whole guide on referral posts. How do I build my customer base? Or what do I post on social media to create curiosity? Like, we have training and examples on all of that. And there's visual aid. So it's like they're watching a training. They're not just hearing it. They're seeing the visual that comes with it, and they can press pause. They can rewind. They can watch it over and over again. This is why you have to be coachable and learn the system that's in your company or within your team, because systems duplicate, not people. Does that make sense? But if you want your people to duplicate, they have to use the system. Capiche? So a lot of people just overcomplicate the simplicity of what we do, and they reinvent the wheel. Number 3, they simply don't create consistent quality content. Now, you will hear some experts say, it's all about content. Just post content every day. Just throw things up there. Throw spaghetti against the wall. See what sticks. It's up to you. But I'm not a big fan of just, in the beginning, maybe you throw spaghetti. But at some point, you should be more strategic. Look at my Facebook. Look at my Instagram. We put up quality content. We're very selective. Like, I will post things more often in my stories, my Facebook stories, my Instagram stories. But when it comes to my wall, like, I am more thoughtful I have this mindset. If I could only post once a day, what would be the most important? What would be the best thing I could post on my page today? And that's what I post. Now, sometimes it does well, sometimes it doesn't. But at the end of the day, I think we need to be more thoughtful with our content creation. Like, you just winging it, looking like crap, bad sound quality, or posting things that are hard to read or hard to see or hard to listen to. Like, I don't agree with that. And listen, it's your business. You can do whatever you want. But you can't sell the dream looking like a nightmare, sounding like a nightmare. Now, I always get people like, I do my videos when I get out of the gym. I look like a hot mess. Hey, if it's working for you, keep doing it. Keep doing it. But maybe mix it up to get attention. Maybe you start a weekly show, and in that weekly show, you got the lights, camera, action. You know what I'm saying? You start at the same time every day. You're interviewing people, or you're doing like high level quality content. Think about the people you follow. Now, it's not about being attractive in looks, but are they attractive in communication? Are they dressed appropriately? Do they bring energy and value and charisma through the freaking camera? Because I don't typically plug into people that I can't hear real well, or they throw up weird stuff. And like, those people don't even exist in my world, because I wouldn't even see their content, because if no one else is watching it, I'm probably not watching it either. There's a reason nobody's watching it. There's a reason nobody's tuning in. Does that make sense? There's a reason no one sees your stuff or my stuff. Like, sometimes things are just not that interesting. You can blame the algorithm. You can blame, and look, by the way, the algorithm is annoying. If I did this same exact training just 2 years ago, I'd have 200 people on here live. And right now I got 78. It is what it is. But here's the good news. There's so many different forms of communication now. We've got Reels on Facebook and Instagram. We got TikTok. If you look at my top producers, my top performers, the ones that are generating the most leads and connecting with complete strangers. And by the way, as am I'm generating more leads, way more leads, and talking to people that don't know me and I don't know them and I've never talked to them before from Reels and TikToks than I am from Facebook Lives. So you have to figure out what works for you. And I do believe that relatability is the biggest piece to the puzzle. So we always say that people do business with people they know, like, and trust. But how do you build up that know, like, and trust? Through consistency, through value. If all you're ever doing is, in fact, let me go to number 4. So number 3 is they simply don't create quality content, no reels, no lives, no stories. We never see their face. We don't know who they are. We don't know their values. We don't know their personality. We don't know the things that they're into. Does that make sense? That's right, Bobby. You got to continue to evolve. It just is what it is. Like, are other people going viral? Are other people selling products in your company? Are other people recruiting? Are other people rank advancing? Are other people getting good engagement on their social media? If the answer is yes to all those questions, which I know it is, then what's the variable? It's us. It's us. We are the variable. Okay. 4. Or the reason they're failing is all they do is sell. Every TikTok, every reel, every story, it's just selling. And they're like, I can't figure out why no one's buying anything. It's because all you do is sell. You can't be an infomercial. One of Nadia and I, when we first started doing trainings on, attraction marketing, putting out valuable content, teaching people how to sell on social, and the videos that would always blow up and go viral, it was always when we would talk about not being an infomercial, not being a Spamela Anderson. Like, most people don't want to do that stuff. Even if you love your products and you believe in them wholeheartedly, people are not going to trust you if all you're doing is cramming that down their throat. Just selling. And by the way, for those of you that are just getting on, I'm going to give away some 90-day trackers and some cash money. And I'm even going to give away 1 coaching call. So stay on till the end. Make sure you're sharing, you're engaging, you're smashing the heart button. And I'll pick 1 lucky winner for a coaching call with yours truly. And I'll give away some cash money and some trackers. So make sure you're sharing and tagging people. But yeah, if all you do is sell. Now listen, I will say this. I will be honest. I've got people on my team and they do a lot of selling. And people are buying. Meaning they're pitching, they're telling their story. But they mix it up. They hop on the trends, they're showing before and after pictures. They're sharing, their story and how they struggled. So if you can talk about the pain point, the solution, and the result, PSR. When you're creating content, write this down, this formula, PSR, pain point, solution, result. So here's what I was experiencing. Here's what I was dealing with. Here's what I found. Here was the result. And you can even throw the G in there for gratitude, how grateful you are that you found a solution. Here's the result. I feel better. I look younger. I lost weight. I lost inches. I was shocked by my before and after pictures. The scale didn't move, but you can bet your bottom dollar that my britches did. I don't know. That just came out of my mouth. But I think it's so important for you to lead with benefits, lead with value, mix things up. Natalie, thanks for tagging people. What's up, Linda? Good morning. Heather shared to her team. Also, Heather, you're going to be the first winner. So Heather, you just won some cash money or a 90-day tracker. You just won cash money or a 90-day tracker. Email my support team, support at mylifestyleacademy.com and let them know what you want. You want cash or you want a 90-day tracker. All right. So anyway, does this make sense? Does this help? Are you guys getting value from this? So they either don't post and show up on social media consistently. They never sell or promote their products. They never create curiosity because God forbid someone might say, what are you selling? Or they might get made fun of. They're so worried about that. They're so worried about how they look on camera. And again, it's funny because I said you can't sell the dream looking like a nightmare. But at the same time, look, If you got a busted grill, smile while you still have teeth, right? Like, it just is what it is. And by the way, also, if you really don't like how you look on camera, I'm telling you, get a ring light. You look 10 years younger. And if you really hate video, then go to Clubhouse. Start a podcast. There's ways of getting yourself out there via audio. Just figure it out. As network marketers, as entrepreneurs, we just got to figure it out. Everything is figure outable. There's no excuse. There's no excuse not to win. There's no excuse not to succeed with the day and age of social media and technology and everybody having a damn smartphone. I got two. That's where I'm reading my notes from. So what I do is I text myself my ideas so that way I can stay on track. So that fourth thing, all they do is sell, sell, sell. They're like a damn infomercial for their company. And people do business with people they know, like, and trust, people that are relatable, people that are trustworthy, people they feel actually care about them. Listen, you are never going to be successful in this profession if you're selfish. If you just care about making money, go be a salesperson. Go do something else. You're not going to succeed in this profession if you're a selfish person. I've been doing this 20 years, and listen, when I first got started, there was a lot of people making more money than me. And there were people that were like gods in MLM. They were massively successful. Like, they were damn rock stars. They were legends. And I make more than almost all of those people today that I knew back then. And actually, my upline in my previous company. In fact, my upline in my previous two companies, I probably make more money than just about all of them at this point. Think about that for a second. Just kept showing up. Just kept outgive the competition. Outcare the competition. Does that make sense? Like, care more about your audience and your customers and your team than anybody else. And they'll never leave you. They'll never leave you. Like, loyalty is a big deal. And people are loyal to people that are loyal to them. People that genuinely care about their success. See, it's easy to put on a front. Like, I know some people, I know some top earners that put on a front on social media. Some of y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. You have someone in your head right now, you're like, yeah, she always shows up on social media like she's this badass, but I can't get her to respond to my messages. And I enrolled with her, right? Or him, right? He acts like he's this great leader and he's all about personal development, but I've seen him kick his dog, right? Or I know who he really is, right? How many of us listen, this was part of the thing that gave me MLM PTSD. I'm like, is every top earner and every owner really just like a shitty, shady person? Because that was my experience in the early years. That a lot of the people that I worked with, when I got to know them, it's like, you didn't want to look too closely because the more you got to know them and got to be around them, you're like, ew, like, this is not who your persona is on stage. And it's the same thing in social media. So it's like, for me, I say you don't want to be a people pleaser, but if I'm going to please any people, it's going to be the people that are in business with me. Like, you can ask my leaders, are like, I don't know how John responds so quickly. First of all, it's because I'm super efficient. Like, I know how to get you the answer to the question, get you the information you need, get you the help you need without it taking a lot of my time. But the other thing is, it's because I care. It's because I understand the value in a leader. I don't take my leaders for granted. I don't take my customers for granted. I don't take my success for granted. I know what I had to do to get here. I know the price I had to pay to get here. And the truth is, some of y'all just haven't paid the price. Some of y'all don't really care about your customers or your teammates. You don't even care about, anyone but yourself. And that's why you struggle, because you're making it about you and how you need to make money. People are like, I really need to make money. Be like, listen, you got to just get rid of that expectation and get rid of that desire and that need to make you money and figure out how you can solve problems for profits and how you can help other people, how you can help your customers, help your audience, help your team. Because if you help enough people get what they want, you'll get everything and then some with what you want. The reason I have the freedom I do today, because again, it's not about the money to me. Making millions is really cool. I got to tell you, it's like the coolest thing. This is our biggest year ever, hands down. In fact, I think we're about to surpass last year's volume and last year's income here in the next week or two from what we did last year, all of last year. And it's like, October, we still got 2 months left. November's the biggest month of the year. Holy cannoli, I'm excited. Did I just say holy cannoli? Anyway, PG version. So does this make sense? I just think it's so important to understand that, if you bend over backwards, now listen, this is where it gets funny. This is the contradiction. You're also not a psychiatrist. You're not a babysitter. I don't work for my team. Everybody has their own business. You have your own business. So your upline is there to help you and support you and provide mentorship, but they don't work for you. Now, a servant leader is the best leader, but there's that fine line. There's that fine line where it's like, I'm here to support you. I got your back. I'm here to help you build your business, but it is your business. Do you get that? So be super appreciative to have an upline that cares if you have one. And if you don't, great. Be the upline, be the leader you wish you had. And that's what I chose to do. I decided I'm going to be the leader I wish I had. I'm going to be the leader that responds to my people. I'm going to be the leader that, is a friend to my people. I'm going to be the leader that is a friend first and a marketer second to my audience, to my network. Like if I have someone that comes to me that's thinking about joining my company or they're thinking about buying my product, like I'm going to ask some questions. I'm going to find out what are they looking for? Why are they looking for something new, right? If someone's in another company and they're looking for help, I will provide help. I will answer their questions. And people are like shocked by this, but I don't know what to say, man. I'm obsessed with it. I love what I do. Now, at the same time, I don't do it 1 hour a day or 4 hours a day. I work my business at least, I shouldn't say how many hours because I literally have no idea. Let's just say at least 9 to 5, which is so funny because back in the day, it was more like 5 to 9 or 5 to midnight because I'd be driving back from meetings. But, right, like I work my business 40, 50 hours a week. Just like someone that has a job, but you're building someone else's dream versus building your own. You do understand in network marketing. It doesn't matter what you make your first year, your first 5 years. It matters that you build long-term residual income, which can lead to freaking wealth. Do y'all get this? Like you are building a willable, sellable asset. How many of you have kids? Let me know in the comments if you have kids. How many kids do you have? Would you agree one day, God forbid, something might happen where you might not be able to work? God forbid, one day you might not be here. Don't you want to have something that you can leave as a legacy for your children? If you build it right, if you do it for the long term, if you do it by making an impact, if you do it to help people and serve people and have that servant mentality, if you do it for longevity and sustainability, y'all, I'm just telling you, like my kids are very blessed. You know what I'm saying? Like, worst case scenario, they are very blessed. If they don't find something to do, they can easily just be a part of my business. It's a family business. And the truth is, one day, I may not work my business. One day, I might not be here. But guess what? My customers are still going to buy their products. My team is still going to build their businesses. My team is still going to have their customers ordering product. Like, how can you possibly put a freaking price tag on that? And now let me get into the more in-depth reasons why people fail. So number 5, people forget why they got started in the first place. You forgot why you got started in the first place. Oh, baby, it's a little hard. You got tumbleweeds on your last video. Your TikToks aren't going viral yet. You had a bunch of people ghost you. Boo freaking who? Welcome to the club. Welcome to the jungle. This is just what it is, babies. This is just what it is. Listen, it's supposed to be hard. You guys ever seen A League of Their Own? Tom Hanks, when he's like, it's supposed to be hard. The hard is what makes it great. Guys, if it was easy, everybody would do it. Like, you know what's hard? Being broke. You know what's hard? Being ugly. You know what's hard? Being poor. You know what's hard? Being overweight and unhealthy, right? And by the way, I'm using that from Jim Rohn. He says, you know what's worse? You know what's worse than being broke? Being broke and ugly. You know what's worse than being broke and ugly? Being broke, ugly, and stupid. You know what's worse than that? Being broke, ugly, stupid, and arrogant. Like, it's this whole Jim Rohn thing. It's really funny. But my point is, right? Like, in network marketing, I swear, people just become the best versions of themselves. They're happier. They're growing themselves. It's character development with a comp plan attached to it. All of this other, these side effects, like you start to, be a part of a community and meet amazing people, and you're more attractive, and again, I'm not just talking physically. I'm talking about emotionally attractive, your charisma, your energy, your enthusiasm. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? Smash that freaking heart button if you're picking up what I'm putting down. All of that is great, but I want you to remember why you got started. And you didn't get started to become a great speaker. You didn't get started to get, popular on social media. You didn't get started because you wanted to work on yourself. Now that's the side effect. In fact, that's a must. if you want to be successful in network marketing, you got to work on you. But remember why you got started. So on those hard days, remember you're doing this for your kids. Remember you're doing this to fire your boss. Or remember you're doing this because one day you might have kids, or maybe you want to take care of your parents, right? Your parents are in their 70s and they're still working. What a shame. What a shame. Don't quit on a bad day, my friend. Don't quit on a bad day. And there's a lot of people that need you to win. Not just your family, not just your kids, not just your team. If I didn't figure out a way to win in network marketing, or Ray Higdon, I posted about him yesterday because we've been friends for 5 years now on Facebook. How many people would have been impacted in a not good way, right? Like how many less people would have been impacted in a positive way if Ray Higdon gave up, if Eric Worre gave up, if I gave up, if Michelle Barnes or Danelle Delgado or Marina Simone, the 3 people I interviewed recently, if they gave up, if Brandon Forbes, who I interviewed recently, gave up, right? Like how many less people's lives would have been changed for the better? Isn't that crazy? And you just don't know the trajectory of your life, like the path that you're on. Dude, I'm telling you, like it is worth it to keep going. It's worth it to reach out to your chicken list. It's worth it to go through the rejection. It's worth it to be made fun of. It's worth it to have your friends and family talk smack and chirp about what your business is. One of them pyramid schemes, like, listen, I'm not going to say it. Not going to say it. Not going to say it. But man, it gets me fired up when people talk smack about my business. Have you guys seen that viral TikTok? Everybody's like, I haven't actually seen the original. I should probably look up the original. But everybody's like lip syncing it where the guy says, he makes fun of like someone asking him, how's your little business doing? He's like, how's my little business doing? How's your little job doing? How's your little bank account doing? Something along those lines, right? It's like my little business. The audacity. Anyway, there's just some people out there that are going to be put in your path to test you. And God's going to pay attention. He's going to go, how bad does she want it? How bad does she want it? I know that's what God did. Like, I'm going to shut down John's first company. I'm going to shut down John's last company. I'm going to have his upline leaders and mentors turn their back on him when he walks away. And then we're going to sue him. We're going to have all these things happen. And all of that made me stronger. You know, and here's the good news. Because I did so much personal development and I kind of like anticipated bad stuff happening because I knew I needed to deserve success, which was such a weird deal. If something bad would happen, I would just be like, plot twist. Something bad would happen, I'd be like, well, this sucks, but okay, let's roll with it. Let's deal with it because all of that adversity made me the leader I am today. And I couldn't coach others through a lawsuit or through the company getting shut down or through like, you know, the FTC or through their friends and family making fun of them or they have their best leader quit or their best leader gets terminated or their upline goes to a different company. Like I couldn't talk people through that stuff if that stuff never happened to me. Do you get that? So what happens to you happens for you. It gives you perspective, lessons learned. It gives you gratitude because then when you find good humans and you work with a good company that has integrity and good products, and like it makes you more appreciative versus if I would have, the company I'm in right now, if I would have found this company in the early years, I wouldn't have had as much appreciation for it because I would have had nothing to compare it to. Woo! Anyway, yeah, let me know in the comments why you started this business, and I don't want you to ever, 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 ever forget it. Because on the bad days, you're going to go, doesn't matter, can't give up. Doing this for my grandparents, doing this for my kids, doing this for my grandkids, doing this for, for me. I'm going to prove to myself that I can do this. But you got to get better. It can't just be law of attraction. It has to also be law of action. Because you know you have a chicken list. You know you have some people. How many of us have a chicken list? How many of us have books we haven't read yet? How many of us maybe don't get on our Saturday call every Saturday like we should and could and take notes? And then people say, well, I can't be on the Saturday calls. I work. Do you listen to the replays? You know, when people are struggling, I'm like, What personal development are you doing right now? What courses are you invested in? What books are you reading? Like, work on you. How many people did you talk to today about your business? Oh, today was a busy day. Okay. What about yesterday? Not yesterday either? I don't know what to say to people. You don't know what to say to people? Can you read? Yes, great. Then you can make $1 million in this profession because all you got to do is read the scripts. You can literally, because listen, here's the beauty. You can record an audio to someone, recruiting them, prospecting them, leading with the product, leading with the business, leading with a referral post, whatever. Record it as an audio clip. And then you can just keep sending that out to the same people to different people, the same audio clip over and over again. Or create a message that you send to people and just copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Now, I do tell people that they should customize their messages, but still, you're not like saying these new creative words and sentences that's never been said before. Just use the scripts, use the system. You don't need to reinvent the flipping wheel. And if you are, this is why I have my list of 6 reasons why you're struggling, why people fail. They give up too soon. They forget why they got started. They're not coachable. They sell too much, or they never show up on social media. They're just winging it. They're trying to sell the dream looking like a nightmare. Anyway, it's not going to be easy, y'all, but it will be worth it. So keep going. Work on you. You get it? Anyway, all right, so number 6, and I'm going to give you a bonus tip too, and I still got to give away a coaching call for those of you that are sharing, commenting, engaging. I'm going to give away some more cash money. I see Kelly Ben Harris has been on quite a bit. Kelly, you've been crushing it also in your business. I'm going to send you a 90-day tracker or cash. Email our support team, support@mylifestyleacademy.com. John, I'm going to do a live on this topic, why I got started. Darlene, I love that. I would encourage all of you to do that. All of you to do a video on why you're in this business, why you're doing what you're doing. Because people relate more to people and why you're doing something than the ingredients and the comp plan. And, you think like, oh, let me explain this business to you. You're going to be so excited. But it starts with why. How many of you actually read Simon Sinek's book on It Starts With Why? Like, why this company? Why are you doing it? Why this product? Tell me your personal reason. Because people do business with people they know, like, and trust. I've said it 10 times now in just this video alone. And it really is that people relate to why you're... Look, would you agree if you tell people you're doing it because you want to fire your boss, or you want to have multiple income streams, you want to build wealth, you want to retire your parents, you want to put your kids in the best private school? Would you agree other people in your network are going to say, dude, I want to do those things. What you got? Wait, I don't want to feel lethargic and have a lack of energy and bad sleep. What product are you using? Like, you got to tell people why. Just saying. And your why doesn't need to make you cry, but it helps. You know what I'm saying? Like, your why doesn't have to make you cry, but it helps. Hope says, I don't want my life dictated by a career that doesn't fulfill me, but takes all my time. Exactly. So many people are just getting by paycheck to paycheck. So I got to say something, and I'm going to try to say this without getting emotional, but so today's October 20th. So my dad died of a heart attack 18 years ago today. 18 years ago today, my dad died of a heart attack. He used to smoke 3 packs of cigarettes every day. Never went to the doctor, didn't exercise, ate fast food all the time, drank Pepsis all day, every day. Of course he died at 54. Of course he died. So why am I so motivated to promote a quality health and wellness brand and gut health products and collagen and weight management and toxin-free products? And by the way, I used to smoke a pack of cigarettes a day. I quit smoking after he died. And I went on a health journey, and I've been, taking health and wellness products ever since. And I don't drink soda. Once in a while, maybe I partake. One of my best friends committed suicide. One of my best friends from high school committed suicide. I quit drinking. I have not drank a sip of alcohol since 2008. Well, 2008. So he committed suicide. It's always confusing. New Year's Eve day of 2007. So New Year's Eve day. So it was the last day of 2007 he committed suicide. He went to the last Ravens game, relapsed, went to the freaking projects in Baltimore, did some heroin, was up all night. I know he was up all night because he called my phone at 3 a.m. I didn't answer because my ringer was off. I text him the next morning. I bet you had a rough night. I get a call about an hour and a half later because I was doing mortgages back then full time. And Kevin Savaggio calls me and says, Boring shot himself. Jeremy Boring. So I quit drinking. Just like when my dad died of a heart attack, I quit smoking. I made their death matter. I made their life matter because I did something about this really horrible, god-awful thing that happened. So why am I so motivated? Because of stuff like that. Because I realize how precious life is. So to me, it's like, oh, network marketing's hard. Man, you know what's harder? Losing your dad when you're 23. Having one of your best friends commit suicide. That's a lot harder. You know what's hard? Being broke as hell and working a job that you don't even love, that's not fulfilling you, like Hope mentioned. I mean, it's just like, guys, let's put some things in perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's put some things in perspective here. My goodness. Heather says, I'm tired of showing up 100% for a job that rewards me 3% for my hard work at the end of the year. I deserve 100% for my 100%. Exactly, Heather. And listen, could you go start your own business? Could everybody here go start their own business? Yeah. But here's the problem with traditional business. First of all, in traditional business, you're not going to have a mentor, right? You have someone like me, someone in your upline that can help you succeed. Someone in your upline that cares about you, that cares about your paycheck, cares about your results. And if you don't, find a different upline. Because that would suck. Because I've had bad upline. And quite honestly, I won't work with people that are shitty people. I just won't. You're a bad person. You're on my team. You're my upline. I'm just not doing it. I'm not. Look, you got to choose. And actually, this is number 6. You got to choose dreams over drama. All right, dreams over drama. Too many people focus on the drama. They focus on the challenges. They feel sorry for themselves. Like if there's negativity on the team, if there's they're so caught up in the political stuff that's going on. They're so caught up in the negativity that's happening in their company or whatever. It's like they get so fixated on the drama. You got to focus on the dreams. Justin Prince talks about that all the time. Focus on the dreams, not the drama. All right, so you have to work on you. You have to become the best version of yourself if you want to be successful. And I think it's so important to understand that in network marketing, and this is one of the things I always talk about, is that in network marketing, it's one of the only professions where it's like encouraged to become a better version of yourself, where it's all about character development, skill development, becoming a better father, a better mother, a better citizen to society. And I just don't know where else you'll get that. Like that doesn't really exist anywhere else. And you want to go start a traditional business, not only is it going to cost you more money, more time, but there's less likelihood of success. Why do you think franchises are so expensive? Because they have a system. In network marketing, there's a system and anybody can do it. Not just anybody can start a business, a traditional business. Not just anybody can fork out that much money up front and then the monthly overhead and then all the expenses and risks and hiring and firing and just all the things, the marketing, like all of that is in place, like network marketing. And even, by the way, even if you have a traditional business, why wouldn't you want another income stream? Like, do you just hate money? Woo. Is this a good video today, guys? Did you get some value? Roel says, I started because I wanted to be free in every way. I wanted financial freedom, and I want to make my family proud and put them in a better position for them to have more choices. Exactly. And by the way, money gives you choices. Money gives you freedom. It's everything. I'm a personal development junkie, says Cindy. It's so good, right? Like, the more you get caught up in the personal development and learning and growing, it's like, why would I watch Netflix or watch sports? Although we all still do this sometimes. You should do this sometimes to just let your brain like relax a little bit. But the truth is, when you're watching movies or TV or even the news or sports, like you're watching someone else live their dream. Go freaking live yours. Why would you put time into helping someone else live their dream unless they're on your team, right? If they're on your team, that's different. But like, why are you watching? Those people don't even know you. They don't know you even exist. Focus on your dream. Focus on why you got started. Focus on helping others. That's more important than watching someone else go catch a football or dunk a basketball, right? I love baseball, but I love my kids more. I love my wife more. I love my team more, my business more than I love some random guy that I'll never meet. Deanna says, to help my family, take care of my father and myself, and assist others to do the same. To leave a legacy. I have an autistic child who needs me. Bingo. So remember that when you're reaching out to people. Remember that. And here's the thing. Talk about that. Because would you agree there's other people with autistic children? There's other people out there that need to hear your message. They're not going to relate to my story, but they'll relate to your story. That's why we all need to go out there and share our story and share our why and share our business and share our products, because I can't reach all the people that you all are meant to reach. Just like some of you needed to hear me say this message to you. There's people in your life and in your network, and there's people that don't even know you exist yet, but they're going to come across your content. They're going to come across your page. They're going to come across your video, and you're going to inspire them. You're going to make an impact in their life. All right, bonus tip. Your ego is not your amigo. Your ego is not your amigo. So what weighs more, your ego or your bank account? So many people, man, they're so prideful. We got 110 people on here. And listen, I know that you need to have like confidence and, you know, all that. And I always talk about confidence is what you're looking for, but that comes with courage and taking action. But you also have people that have arrogance and they're narcissistic and they think it's all about them and they can do no wrong and everybody should join them and buy from them. And they have this like competitive edge, which is good, but they also turn off a lot of people because they have such a big ego, and pride comes before the fall, y'all. So swallow your flipping pride. And how many of us wish like the leaders of our world would listen to this a little more? You know what I'm saying? Like there's just some people out there that quite honestly, they started buying into their own press. They started thinking that they're the reason for their success in their network marketing business, when the truth is, I wouldn't be anywhere without my team. I wouldn't be anywhere without my company, my upline, my downline, my sideline. I would not have the business I have today. We would not have the ATM system. We wouldn't have the success we're having today if it wasn't for mentorship, if it wasn't for other people. My success is the collective of many, many, many other people that I've crossed paths with. And yours is the same exact thing. Your business is no different than my business. The success or the lack thereof. So your ego is not your amigo. What weighs more, your ego or your bank account? I see so many people fail simply because they are too prideful to admit they need help or to do the uncomfortable work that it takes to be successful. They're so caught up in what other people think about them. So remember, you can always ask for help. You always have upline mentorship. That is what they're there for. Your upline is there to support you and steer you in the right direction. Now, they might steer you in the right direction by saying, watch this video. They might steer you in the right direction saying, were you on the last Saturday call? What books are you reading? It doesn't mean that they're going to get all up in your business and try to dissect the reason why you are the way you are. That's not what your upline is there for. Now, some uplines might do that sort of thing, but my point is like they are there to guide you. But it is still, again, it is your business. They're going to help you build your business. I got that from Lisa Grossman. So you can always ask your upline for help. That's what they're there for. And then I'm giving away one coaching call. So who's been engaging? Who's been smashing the heart button? Who's been sharing? I need to know all the things. And I'll pick a couple more winners for the cash. Courtney DeCook. Sorry, I'm probably butchering your last name. You've been commenting quite a bit. I've been seeing your name. So I'm going to send you a 90-day tracker or cash. So email my support team. What do you want? You want a 90-day tracker, which this is way more valuable than cash. I'm just saying. It's up to you. But if you want the 90-day tracker, send an email to support@mylifestyleacademy.com. And people always ask me, where can I buy one of these trackers? You just go to mylifestyleacademy.com/tracker. But Courtney, email our support team. We'll send you cash or 90-day tracker. If you want cash, we need your PayPal. If you want the 90-day tracker, we'll need your address. And by the way, if you guys have some questions with what I covered, let me know. I'll try to answer some questions. I know I talk fast and cover a lot. If you kind of got on a little late and you missed some of the first reasons why people fail in network marketing, go back to the beginning and watch it. I think you'll love it. Lisa says she loves the 90-day tracker. That's awesome. Vanessa also shared to her team and her page. Anna is sharing with her team now. Hope says the trackers are amazing. Alyssa says, pick me. Alyssa, okay, I will pick you. You won the coaching call. So send me a message. We'll schedule a coaching call, 15-minute coaching call. You are the big winner. I think you're going to love the coaching call because I kind of know some good stuff. I know some things. So also in the message, let me know what you could use some help with. So that way we can get right into it when we get on the call. But yeah, if you want the 90-day tracker, mylifestyleacademy.com/tracker. Also, how many of you are really fired up for this huge, first of all, I hope your company has a Black Friday promo. I hope your company has something in place to take advantage of Black Friday. Like, it's the biggest shopping season of the year. I want to say shopping day, but really it's a whole season, right? Before the holidays. Like, Christmas is kind of a big deal, and November for us, and I know most companies, November is the biggest month of the year. So this holiday season, this Black Friday is like the biggest sale we ever do. We do these crazy sales, crazy promos. I'm sure most of you have that in your respected companies. I know we got people from different companies, but like last year we did 8.3 million in November. By far our biggest month all of last year. Now in April of this year, we did do 8.6 as a team. So my team, we're gunning for 10 million next month. We'll see what happens. That's a big goal. We're going to make it happen. We're getting after it, fired up. But Marina Simone is actually doing a 5-day workshop next week. I don't know how many of you saw this. It's going to be ridiculous. She's one of the best when it comes to creating scripts, content, systems, like really taking advantage of a big promo. And I don't know anybody better that teaches this stuff, that's actively building. Like she's one of my leaders. Like she's on my team. Like she's one of the best in the trenches leaders I know, but she's also one of the best network marketing trainers and coaches and teaches a lot of this stuff for free, but also has some paid programs. So this is a paid workshop. It's not free because it's just invaluable. Like it's $57. I mean, literally for 5 days, $57. That's $10 a day to learn from one of the most genius, brilliant minds in marketing, in MLM that I know. And her workshop's next week. You can go to mylifestyleacademy.com/Marina. That's it. mylifestyleacademy.com/Marina. You can sign up for her 5-day workshop. She will help you and your team slay sales and absolutely have your biggest month you've ever had in November. And by the way, if in your company you don't have holiday promos, you don't do sales, she'll still help you crush November, even if your company doesn't have those types of promotions in place. So I would highly recommend it. mylifestyleacademy.com/Marina. And if you want more training like this, make sure you subscribe and follow me. You can check out more of my content also here on this page and on mylifestyleacademy.com. Let me pick one more winner that stayed on till the very end. So who else was sharing? Who else was tagging people? Let me know. I'm gonna pick one more winner for the cash money. And maybe I'll pick one more winner for the coaching call. Well, maybe I'll do 2 coaching calls. What y'all think about that? We'll make it happen, Captain. All right, how about Jennifer? Jennifer dropped some flames. Jennifer, you just won some cash money, or you want a 90-day tracker. Again, I recommend the 90-day tracker. It's got scripts. It's got training. Dude, there's everything in here. What to do every day. How many of us just want to know what to do every day? So I would recommend the 90-day tracker, but you can take the cash since you're the winner. You're going to email support@mylifestyleacademy.com. Again, support@mylifestyleacademy.com. And that would be, hold on, where is it? I just said her name. Jennifer Marks Lindner. So you just won the cash money. And let me pick one more person for the coaching call. Let me find some of these people that were sharing their why. I want to find someone that has a really good why. Well, let me scroll back that far. I can't stand my 9 to 5, but I'm so stuck. This is to be my freedom, even though right now it does create so much work for me and less time. Push now to relax later. All right, Laura, send me a message. Laura Ledford, send me a message. We'll do a 15-minute coaching call. And let me know in the message also what you could use help with. I kind of have the gist just from reading that, but we'll do a coaching call. Y'all, you're amazing. Smash the heart button if you got some value. Let me know your biggest takeaway from this conversation, and feel free to share this with your teammates. Anybody in network marketing, anybody in MLM, direct sales. Doesn't matter if you're selling lotions, potions, pills, water filters, skincare, hair care, cleaning products, knives, bowls, beads, pots, pans, jewelry, legal service, travel service, energy deregulation. It doesn't matter. They can get value from this conversation. All right, I'm Addy 5000. Thanks for hanging out. See ya.